there, have you ever found yourself pausing, wondering if you should say, I've been waiting for an hour or I've been waiting since an hour? It's one of those little things in English that trips up almost everyone. Well, good news. Today, we're going to clear that up for good. Let's jump right in. So, take a look at these two questions. When did you start watching this? And how long have you been watching? On the surface, they seem almost the same, right? They're both about this very moment. But, and this is the key, they're asking for two totally different pieces of information.
And right here, this is the secret to the whole thing. One question wants a specific point in time. Think of it like a pin dropping on a map. The other one wants a period of time, the actual distance traveled. Get this one little difference, and you've basically got it made.
Okay, so let's really break down this core difference, the point versus the period. This is the bedrock for everything else we're going to talk about. What's really cool here is how the question itself tells you which grammar to use. If you ask when, you're looking for a single finished moment in the past, so you use the past simple. But if you ask how long, you're measuring a stretch of time that's still happening, which is a job for the present perfect. See the connection?
Let's make this real. If we ask, when did it start raining? We want that one specific moment. The answer, it started an hour ago, names that exact point in time. Boom, that's our point.
But now, let's ask about that same rainstorm a different way. How long has it been raining? See? Now we don't care about the start time. We want to know the total length. The answer, it's been raining for an hour. Measures that whole period from when it started right now.
And let's just see that one more time to lock it in. Question 1, when did they meet? Answer, at school. That's a point in their past. Question 2, how long have they known each other? Answer, for a long time. That's a period. It's the exact same logic, just a different situation.
All right, you've totally got the questions down. So now, let's get you the right tools to build your answers. And when somebody asks how long, you really only need two words in your toolkit: for and since. First up is for. I want you to think of for as a measuring tape for time. Its whole job is to tell you the duration, the length of the period. How many minutes? How many days? How many years? If you're measuring a block of time, you need for. Just look at this timeline. Something started 2 hours ago, and it's still going now. For measures that entire chunk of time. So the duration is for 2 hours. It's that simple.
And now for our second tool, since. So if for is the measuring tape, then since is the starting line. It doesn't measure anything. It just points back and says, this is the exact moment it all began.
You can see it right here. The action kicked off at 8 o'clock and it's still happening. We use since to flag that specific starting point. So the action has been happening since 8 o'clock. Now let's put them side by side. When you see it like this, the pattern just clicks, doesn't it? The for column is all about quantities of time, things you can measure. 2 hours, 5 days. The since column, it's all starting points, a specific time, a date, an event. That's the whole game right there.
Okay, theory's over. Now it's time for a little practice to make sure this stuff really sticks. You ready? Let's do a quick round.
All right, first one, for or since. A week? Just ask yourself, is a week a measurement or is it a starting point? It's for a week. Yes, because a week is a period of time, right? It's a duration of 7 days. You're measuring. Perfect. Okay, what about this one? The year 1977. Is that going to be for or since? Exactly. It's since 1977. Because a specific year like that isn't a duration. It's a point in time. It marks the start. You're absolutely getting this. Okay, you have seriously nailed the fundamentals. So now, let's level up. I'm going to give you a couple of pro tips that'll make you sound even more natural when you're speaking. Here's a really great one. In positive sentences, you can often just drop the word for. You can say, they've been married 10 years. Sounds totally natural. But, and this is a big but, you can't do that with negative sentences. You absolutely have to say, I haven't seen Tom for 3 days. That's a really important one to remember. And here is another fantastic structure you'll hear native speakers use constantly. It's 2 years since I last saw Joe. It's just a really common, smooth way to talk about how much time has passed since something happened. And really, this is just another way to say the exact same thing we've been talking about. It's 2 years since I last saw Joe means the same thing as I haven't seen Joe for 2 years. They're just two sides of the same coin. Having both options in your back pocket is a real game changer. So, when all is said and done, what's the one thing you need to walk away with? It's this simple. Use for when you are measuring a period, a duration of time. And use since when you are naming the starting point. That is the golden rule. So to wrap things up, let me ask you a question. How long have you been learning English? Go ahead, try to answer it out loud right now using for or since. I bet you'll get it right. Thanks for dropping by.